What is one of the biggest struggles, or do you have struggles because of the symptom?
I have, well, growing up, I've always had like a hard time like socializing with other people, both because I was naturally a very shy person and because I had hard time making friends and keeping them, like keeping people close to me and like in a friend circle. And I've had people tell me that I was like weird and a little bit strange, and I would often find myself isolated. Well, more so in my younger stages of my life than more recent stages.
So people would come up to you and actually say like you're weird.
Well, or an example of it would be like I would be like talking about something at my friend's sleepover party, and one of my other friends would say like, "You're weird, Rachel," or something like that.
Was it just because the topic of what you were talking about was just foreign, not normal into
Or
their social?
probably, or it could have been because of the way I was speaking or the mannerisms I was using.
Yeah. What are those? What are those mannerisms? Have you thought about like what those are? Is it like the way that you like eye contact? Is it?
I've done some research on this, and yeah, part of it has to do with like lack of comfort with eye contact, and part of it, like as you probably notice, I'm using my hands a lot, and that really helps me express like feelings to other people and what I'm trying to say to people.
I love your hand gestures. I wish
Thank
more people
you.
would speak with their hands, Rachel.
Thank you, Colt.
What? Are you an introvert or are you an extrovert?
I would say I'm more of an introvert. I mean, I do like to socialize with other people, again, more so in recent years than in my earlier stages of life, but I tend to feel like kind of like drained and exhausted after I go out after a night with friends, even though I do like spending time with people.
Yeah. I think that's a little definition of introvert and extrovert, that you kind of
Yes.
get your energy or you get drained from being around people. So
Exactly.
I think you're really wise in that.
Thank you.
Do you have a good group of friends? Do you have a good friend group?
I do have a good group of friends, excuse me. I do have a group of friends who I like hang out with like at least once a month or once every couple of weeks. Go out and like play laser tag or go to round one or main event.
That's awesome. That's
Thank you.
awesome. What is the biggest misperception people have about you?
Let's see, that's a good question. People might think people might think I'm strange or like out of the norm, or they may just see me as like antisocial, standoffish, kind of shy.
Do you find yourself as strange or antisocial?
Well, not at this point, but when I was in like early mid school, I was very antisocial, and I was kind of I was pretty cold towards other people. Like I just preferred to be alone, and I would tend to isolate myself like deliberately.